Hi guys, my name is Okoro Blessing in Kiruka and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO. And on this vlog, it's going to be a very interesting one. Do you know that a lot of people are toxic and they do not even know that they are toxic? No, every time we're always talking about toxic relationship, this person is toxic. Many people are toxic without being aware. So on this vlog, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to know that you are toxic. Yes, because sometimes when you are not aware about something or when you don't know about something, it might be difficult for you to correct it. So the first journey to correction is awareness. Now, number one, how do you know that you are toxic? This one is a very interesting topic. First of all, the number one way to know that you're toxic is that people who are toxic never take correction. They are very opinionated. No, check out for dictionary. They hold their opinions. They are safe. And when you always want to try to talk to them, they get aggressive, they get angry, they get upset. They don't always want to learn. They don't always want to relearn. They don't always want to unlearn. So you see them when you want to try, you see them, they get toxic, they get angry. They can't even hold the conversation because when you're trying to convince them, they turn it into an argument. People who are toxic cannot hold conversations because to them, every conversation is a fight. Every conversation is an attack. If you have those attributes, my darling, you are toxic. You need to learn how to listen to people, get people's opinion. Like I used to say, you need to learn how to unlearn and relearn because you have to learn from different people. You cannot know it all. That's the honest truth. You only know things based on your environment, your peers, and what your parents taught you. And that is what is called exposure. So a toxic person does not like to be exposed. They just want to live in the things that they know. They always want to feel like the boss. I too know. They always know it all. And number two way to know that you are toxic is a lot of toxic people are never factual. They know how to rigmarole. You see them arguing blindly without getting into any point. It simply means a toxic person is always a confused person. They always like confusion. They like to bring what they call Obahara in Igbo. You see them arguing, you see them screaming. At the end of the day, they're not even making any points. If you ask them, Oga, Madam, what point are you making? They cause trouble. They don't have point. They are not factual. That is a toxic person. And people who are not factual are people who do not have listening ears. Because when you pay attention, sometimes you see that thing you're actually arguing on. Did you know that sometimes the toxic person is repeating what you're saying in a different language? Exactly. But they want you to agree. They always like to dance around the bush. That's a toxic person. Then number three, a toxic person is always very insecure. They always think that everything is about them. That's the thing. Everything is about them. You are doing this for them. You are saying this about them. You are doing this about that. Everything is about them. When you are in a toxic relationship or you have a toxic boyfriend or a toxic husband, toxic girlfriend or a toxic wife, you see that even what does not concern them, they'll say it's about me. Is it because of me? Some people will get to tell you that my husband is cheating because I added weight. My husband is cheating because I did not wear makeup. My husband is cheating because my leg is thin. Insecurity. They always feel that whenever you make any decision or you make any move, it's about them. That is an insecure. That is a toxic person. Insecurity is their major problem. They lack understanding. They always want to fight. They always want to argue. They use that fighting, that argument, that toxicity to scare you. You know, a lot of people who are toxic, right, do not have an identity. They don't even know who they are. So sometimes they're like, you know this Ogboji. You know when you get to see Agbero boys now, you know a lot of Agbero boys don't have anything backing them, but they just want to scare you. Once they see that you're an ajebota, they will, intimidate you. A toxic person always wants to intimidate you. They're always very intimidated. They don't have anything inside of them, but they always want to, like all these Agbero boys, nothing hold them. That's a toxic person. So to those people who have this attribute, you need to watch it. That is how you become violent. That is how you become abusive. That is how you begin to make people around you very uncomfortable. And lastly, a toxic person is always very selfish. They are selfish people. They don't care how you feel. And guess what? They can tell you anything and they can tell you everything that they cannot take. They know how to give things that they cannot swallow. You understand? When they put you on a table and you turn that same table for a toxic person, they cannot sit on it. That's a toxic person. Now, the thing is, before you dish out things to people, you need to be sure that you can be able to take it. No matter how blunt you are. I used to be a very blunt person, but I realized that sometimes you can say, oh, I'm a blunt person. Oh, I'm blunt. I'm blunt. But so long as what you're saying is hurting the next person, you need to find a way to actually pass your message without being hurtful or without being insulting to somebody. You can be factual. But don't be insulting. Let me give you an instance. Let's assume this hair I'm wearing right now does not fit me. Don't come and tell me, oh, bless him. This hair ugly. See as you be. See as your face fat. No, that's an insult. That is it. You're being toxic. Do you understand? But you can tell me, oh, bless him, this hair is nice. But do you know that the other color is going to look better on you? Exactly. So you need to be aware of these things, because most of you do not even know that you are doing these things, and you're doing these things and you're hurting the next person. And when you're toxic, people run away from you. You're not even going to like yourself. You will always be angry. You always have this personal battle. You always be battling with yourself. So you need to be aware of it. So a lot of people are going to say, okay, Blessing, how do we actually curtail this toxicity? Because most times this toxicity starts from our environment, upbringing, everything we are facing around. You want to transfer aggression on the next person. Now the first point is control, right? You need to be able to, like I used to say, okay, everybody they craze. The difference between your craze and the other person craze now control. So when you are doing all those your drama, don't think you are the only one that can do it. Some people just control themselves. So if this person can control themselves, you can also control yourself. So first of all, before you dish out something, always consider other people. Always have empathy. Because if everybody wants to behave like you, this world is not going to enter every one of us. So I want us to be aware, and I want us to be mindful of it. Thank you so very much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. That is if you have subscribed. And if you have not subscribed, turn on the notification button, and I will be bringing you guys a lot of relationship tips. Trust me, guys, you know this channel is not a boring channel. So click the link on the bio and subscribe. And don't forget, we also have an office located at number 8 Woba Street and Independence Layout, Lagos. We are coming. This is our official line, 070-195-11795, in case you want to book a session. We do a lot in our therapy lounge. You need to come there and see what we do. Get someone to talk to, get all your unanswered questions. And I love you guys so very, very much. Have a wonderful and a splendid day. Bye-bye.